call. It's like there is no ground beneath my feet, I got no flaws. Still humble, but just don't get it confused. You know who I am, there's no need to introduce. I am one of one, they can't stand it, but it's true. Sicker than the average, ain't no challenge that's immune. Baby, I'm a go-getter, go-getter. Yeah, you better go figure, go figure.
It's week 13 of the National Football League, and we've got Desmond Ridder. Solid performance a week ago, throwing for 3 touchdowns. It's the Falcons and the Jets, and it's coming up next.
Well, we are about a... The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. Taken at the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Well, the new-look Jets ready to go on offense, and it is the veteran Aaron Rodgers at quarterback.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stand an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw here going to be caught by Wilson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
First carry for the Iowa State man, Breece Hall. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. The numbers for Hall in last week's ball game, pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Now Rodgers. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Jets first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. The Jets had 7 and 4 on the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
From midfield, here's Rodgers. Delivers another one to Pierce. Will go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Number 6 brings up 2nd and 4 at the Falcons' 45-yard line.
Throwing is Rodgers. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. Randall Cobb, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and 4. You talk about this Falcon defense. They find themselves just outside the top 10 in the league against the pass, currently bringing up the number 11 spot.
And while teams don't...
And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. On 4th down, here's the veteran Thomas Morstead to punt for the Jets. Cordero Patterson deep for Atlanta. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. The Falcons ready to go to work here on offense, and at the helm in his 2nd season, Charles, it's Desmond Ridder.
I love just about everything about him. Love his game, love his makeup, love his moxie, one of my favorite words. This guy's a competitor. Gritty, tough, you name it, he's got it. But he did throw an interception in last week's game. That contributed to a loss, and despite the fact he threw 3 touchdown passes, he's going to be out there redoubling his efforts and trying to play better.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Back to throw, Ridder. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. 3rd and 7 now. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Ritter throwing on third down. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards. They'll make that a second sack here on their first drive out defensively, and not to get ahead of ourselves, but they're on pace for double-digit sacks at this point.
Well, they're going to have to find a way to tamp that down, aren't they? So if you're the play caller, you're telling your quarterback maybe some screens, maybe some draws, hard count, use your voice inflection a little bit, anything to try and slow that pressure down.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Jets will take over. Back on the field come the New York Jets for their second drive. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
A busy first quarter. His 3rd catch of the afternoon is a first down.
That's good for the Jets. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Here's Rodgers. He gets it underneath to Hall. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
On 1st down, right back to Hall. But he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets 1st down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. That's complete to Cobb. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. To throw is Rodgers. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Calais Campbell able to record his 5th sack of the season.
And another long drive from the offense, but the defense is denying them the end zone. Nothing to show for the last drive offensively. They can't come away empty-handed again.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This is Cobb with a catch right side. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. No score after 1 on EA Sports. 2nd quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. Zerline's kick is up and through. And the Jets hit the board first. It's 3-0. So after drive number 3 here, we have a score, and it's 3 points after the field goal.
I would say the feeling out process for both of these teams, I'd say it's over, partner. Everyone understands what's going on now. You've kind of probed a little bit. Now you want to start throwing the big shots. First 3 points up on the board could be significant.
So for the 2nd time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10. Ritter now. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that will bring up 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 23-yard line.
Handing it off, right side, Algier. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a 1st down for the Falcons.
And the Falcon 1st down.
A shotgun handoff to Patterson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's Jermaine Johnson stopping that play before it begins, dropping it for a loss. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Here's Ritter. Incomplete.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he's able to bat it away.
Ritter to throw it. And this is going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. They'll begin the drive with a run by Dillon. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 21-yard line.
Rodgers going to throw. A short throw to Conklin, the tight end. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Bud Dupree off the edge and getting to the quarterback. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
That's a 49-yard punt, 8, though, on the return. And it will be Falcon football. Now a first carry here for Robinson. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 6.
At the 38-yard line.
Going play action, Ritter. And complete to Drake London. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 13-yard line.
It's a gain of 25 yards. First down, Falcons.
Out of the gun, here's Ritter. Right to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
Well, there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
To the air again, it's Ritter. Over the middle, caught by London. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. 3rd and 5. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. Ritter from the gun on 3rd down. That ball is caught. It's London for the Atlanta touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Falcons have taken the lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. This taken in at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. And New York set to take the field. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Throwing now is Rodgers. That's complete to Pierce. And he'll be dropped at the 36. It's a good gain of 18 on a play that originated back at the 18. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. It's a pickup of 3, and we have now arrived at the 2-minute warning.
The 40-yard line.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd down and 7. Here's Rodgers to throw. He's got his man. It's Pierce. 1st down now, but the clock continues to move. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Taking in left side, it's Wilson. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Here's a 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Now Rodgers. To the sideline and incomplete.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
And again, it's Rodgers. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 26. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
This has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Rodgers' throw here to be caught by Wilson. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now it's Rodgers. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Alec Pierce as the 1st half is winding down. And the Jets have taken the lead here in the final stages of this 1st half. Zerline good with a PAT. And the lead is now 10-7. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Final 17 seconds of the half here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So we've hit halftime here at MetLife Stadium with the home team, the Jets, leading past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the 3rd quarter. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Falcons offense ready to get going to begin this 3rd quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the 1st half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Here now, 3rd down and 8. Ritter from the gun. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Back to throw, Ritter. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle 3rd of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. Ritter will set up to throw it. This will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Another throw coming up here for Ritter. This is intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Handoff, running left. Here's Hall. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
He didn't have a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw into the hands of Cobb. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Open man here is Conklin. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him up to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They'll run with Hall. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
One more time with Hall. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. To throw, it's Rodgers. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. Disrupting that play and dropping him was Arnold Ebiketie. So Rodgers will depart, and on is Greg Zuerlein for the Jets field goal. Zuerlein's kick is up and through. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach turned his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Atlanta prepped and readied for its next possession. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Ritter throwing on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return, and it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Now the Jet offense about to take over as they head out onto the field. And they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. The passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
Hall again on 2nd down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. trouble. Able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his third sack of the afternoon. And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Falcons will get it 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. They start on the ground with Robinson here. And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a jet was shaken up on that one. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. This 2nd and 4. Ritter now. In trouble, and he's taken down. Quentin Williams gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we play 3 quarters. This is the National Football League. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Ritter back to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 46 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
1st down, here's Ritter. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it's 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 37-yard line.
Now a carry for Algier, headed right. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. Looking to throw it here. Ritter. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 30.
1st down, Falcons.
Working from the gun, Ritter. Over the middle, caught by London. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it's 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 26-yard line.
Ritter to throw it. This is Smith to the ground. Touchdown! Jonnu Smith, 26 yards. And the Falcons are an extra point away from going back on top here in the 4th. A very important extra point there, up and good. And they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And I believe he was able to get this back. He was. Boy, after giving up the touchdown, lucky that didn't turn into another. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. 40 yards rushing for him now to this point. 2 yards to go, 2nd down. On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. 5 men in the secondary now for the Falcons on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Hard throw, incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Ritter picked, and it's his former Bearcat teammate, Ahmad Gardner, who got it. And he'll come out with a 3-tight-end look on the first play of the drive. On the counter, it's Hall. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It was Bud Dupree fighting through and making the tackle.
Second and 12 at the 47-yard line.
On second down, here's Rodgers. And he's got Pierce. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
And the Jets, first down. First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Rodgers now on first down. Throwing for the out route, he finds Wilson. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's first and 10. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Alec Pierce with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. Rodgers will throw for it. And the Jets have taken a fourth-quarter lead.
As we prepared for these games, we've noticed offensive coordinators have had an expanded playbook on two-point conversion tries because they never know when they may have to use it during a game.
But that also means the defense probably has more for these situations too, right?
No doubt about it. I think for the most part, defenses will be aggressive on two-point tries. They want to get after the offense and make them force the issue.
And here the defense wins. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll be stopped at his tracks right at the 33. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's first and 10. Ritter. Got a man. It's London. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a one-score game. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They come up now on second and 2. Ritter looks to throw it. This one left side caught by Patterson. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout. Ritter. And caught by London.
That completion helps out in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They've got to make sure on their throws that they see it open, not just anticipate it.
At the 43-yard line.
Now this going to be a quarterback draw. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. Here's Ritter. And that one too wide and incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays up in quick succession if they can.
The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Here's second down. Now Ritter. They'll get this into the hands of Hodge. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Ritter looking to throw it here. To the back of the end zone, but too high. Over everybody and incomplete. Second down, goal to go. Here's Ritter. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass. And he wisely will throw that one away. So this defense, they looked a little shaky to start the drive. The bottom line, they're a play away from finishing it off.
They rocked them a little bit on this drive, didn't they? But as you and I both know, it's not how you start, it's how you finish. They have a chance to end it right here.
And he will be out of bounds, well shy of the marker. So that's a turnover on downs. Great job defensively. We got to have two hands on the football here as they run on first down. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. So it's a victory here for the New York Jets. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Air-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
I can get it gone in a blink. Stack money. We can make a from the sink. Money. He can make a call if he tweet. Black money. I can make a ball when I speak. Rap money. Brother used to hide 100. The hashback partner used to bust a couple scams off of Snapchat.